This is my 1948 Willys CJ2A, also known as my midlife crisis project. What have I gotten myself into? So just for the future, I may call this series The Garage on the Hill because of that. Now, this camera really doesn't do it justice, but if you are down there trying to walk up this monstrosity, yeah, it kind of sucks. But also, one of the reasons why I resisted a project like this for so long was I didn't want any kind of project to maybe end up in my neighbor's garage one day accidentally. That's not fun for anyone. Bought this thing in late August, and I guess I maybe should have started recording things a little bit earlier, but we really haven't gotten that far into it. All I've done is scrub the dirt off it. Well, most of it. We took the seats out and set them aside. Well, one of them at least. Took the gas tank out because it leaks. Yeah, she's had a few patches here and there, and well, that one didn't quite work. That's not gas, by the way. I spilled tea everywhere. Now, under the hood, not really much has been done, again, other than trying to clean the poor thing up. It's got the original L134, kind of the standard for these things. I think that's an original CJ2A oil bath air filter. It has been converted to 12 volt, so at least that's out of the way. Though someone was kind enough to put this right through the body tag, or the serial tag. The body tag is still there at least, so got that. This is gonna be some work. So I guess the initial plan here on this rescue is get that carburetor rebuilt, because it's pretty bad. Gonna have to get some of the spaghetti out of here. Someone decided to add this horn. I also need to buy stock in some of this. It's the best stuff. If you don't have a can of this in your garage and you do rusty stuff like this, I don't know what to tell you, man. Just get yourself a bottle of this. So when I first saw this, I was looking at these floors and I was like, man, those are some sweet floors. How is this thing so solid? I didn't realize that someone had done a little bit of work to it, so just take you with me under here. Get the old Harbor Freight light going and where's the floor? Yeah, it's not there. It was a little bit more missing than I think the guy even realized. But of course, when I first saw it, it was out parked on dirt. Couldn't really see, or you didn't want to get down on that ground because it was parked on an anthill. But that's the toolbox lid. There's no toolbox. That cross support there is well, I hate to tell you, but it's got cancer. It's terminal. For those of you who know Willys Jeeps here, you might notice that there's something missing. Like the entire parking brake. This is not good for a garage that's on a hill like this one. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up a few parts there. So basically at this point, I'm undecided about whether I'm going to attempt to repair this by cutting out all the rot and just getting, you know, a proper replacement floor? Or is this damage bad enough that I'm going to just go ahead and, you know, spend the money on a replacement tub? I know there are varying quality reproductions out there, so whew, we'll see. So apparently, this thing has a few leaks, and they haven't been dealt with. It's probably been a while. Yeah, it's been a long while. Like I should have known. The seller told me that this thing probably needed one of everything, and he wasn't wrong. And just to be certain, yep, that doesn't do anything. Well, that escalated quickly. Dad and I came over and we just started taking off bolts, and we didn't exactly stop until most of the front was off. Luckily, taking one of these apart, I guess I don't really know if this is going to be an instructional channel or just some idiot taking apart an old Jeep and then putting it back together. But the bolts weren't exactly difficult. You just kind of follow the edges and you find all the bolts, except on the passenger side, where some fine person, previous owner, whoever put on this custom front end, welded the custom front end to that frame support, or the frame support of the passenger fender. So I spent about 30 minutes grinding on that, and it still didn't come loose. We got the grill off in the meantime, but wow, that's basically day one of doing the major work on this restoration project. Yikes, so much work to do. Also had a guy on the CJ2A forum tell me that this was not actually the correct windshield for 1948. It's either, or at least the inner part here. So I'll have to go, you know, figure out what's up with that, because apparently it's supposed to have a latch here instead of this hook or handle. So yeah, I mean, the thing's got a history. You know, what do you expect? It's 70-something years old, so. End of day one of the project. We'll see where we go from here. Up here on the garage up the hill. Jeez.